Good morning. It's such a great time for me because I have my heart out here all open for you guys, and you're always supporting me in this journey in ministerial school. And it's like we're all doing this together. And I don't know about you, but when you know you have this much love behind you, it's that much easier to go forward. And so this class, so the ministerial school, I get jewels out of every class, and there's 37 classes, so there's a lot of jewels out there, and so I always find more than one, which is kind of cool. But I know there's going to be at least one jewel that's perfect for me. And that happened to me recently with a Buddhism class. And I remember Ernest Holmes saying that there is a golden thread of truth through every religion. And so that's how I started my journey through this class in Buddhism, is looking for that. And it didn't take me very long before I found it. So one of the Buddhist stories is about the bird with two wings, a wing called wisdom and a wing called compassion. And then I just kind of reflected back to my childhood days when I wasn't real compassionate and actually saw a bird with a broken wing and saw it down and flapping its wing trying to make progress, but the one wing was broken, and so it just kept going in a circle and going in a circle, and it looked like there was a lot of activity, but it really wasn't going anywhere. And so then that really resonated with me, that you need both wisdom and compassion to make that progress. And what is that progress? Understanding your life and understanding your purpose in this life. And so then I went, okay, it's easy to say, here's a word wisdom, here's a word compassion. Okay, what are we going to do with that? Because everybody could have a definition. So wisdom, I picked up another jewel from one of my classes, and the teacher said, we can sum up all of our teachings in two statements. One, we are all one. Two, we are all creative. I went, oh, that's short. It's a little catchy, so I'm going to remember that. So that was good for wisdom. So then I went, well, what about this compassion? That's a word that's used quite a bit, compassion. What could I associate with that? And then sure enough, another jewel came through the Buddhism class, and it's about two men they're out in a field, and there's a cow, and the cow falls in a sewer pit. All right, it's significant being sewer pit because it stinks, right? And the Buddhist story says it stunk to high heaven. So I don't know that association, but I was just going to go with it. And so then they talked about how mooing the cow was, how much the cow mooed. They were in a bad situation, that the sewer was still coming into the pit, and the cow was stuck, and it was up to its neck, and it was feeling like it was in a pretty bad situation. And so it was mooing pretty loudly to let everybody know how bad a situation it was. And then there's these two guys, or these two gals, but they were on the side of the pit, and they both had compassion. So one had compassion and looking down at the cow, may you be free, cow. May the sewer stop flowing into this pit. May you get out of this situation. May you be free. And then there was the other guy, and he had great compassion. So I'm like, okay, compassion, great compassion, what's the difference? He dove into the pit. So he's in the pit behind the cow, up to his neck in the sewer, and he was mooing as loud as the cow was mooing as they were trying to get this cow out of the pit. So that was a difference between compassion and great compassion. And so the Buddhists, they feel that they should relieve the stress and suffering of every person on the earth, every sentient being, and that is their goal, and they do not rest until every person is free of their suffering. So that is the definition for compassion that I chose to take. And we'll skip the pun, but I'm all ready to jump in. And I'm going to be continued. Thank you.